If we examine the descriptions of the Sufi poet Rumi, where he describes the Medlevi Sufi round dance, this is the cypress tree in the middle of the garden, and this is the round dance. And if you read the description carefully, you'll see it fits this form, a dynamic motion in the body. If you read in the daily prayers in the Hebrew tradition, you find something very interesting. There is a blessing that is said before saying the credo of Judaism, the Shema Yisrael. And the blessing says, "He who illuminates the earth," blessed are you, Hashem our God, King of the universe, who forms light and creates darkness, who makes peace and creates all. And what the teaching in the prayer book is that when you say who creates darkness, you touch the head tefillin. And when you say who creates light, you touch the arm tefillin. Did I get that right? If I didn't, I better get it over again. Yes, who creates, Yot say or, touch the arm tefillin, uvone hoshek, touch the head tefillin. The darkness, the hoshek, is in the darkness in the dome of the mind, in meditation, the quiet mind. And the light is the light of the world outside. And it also says in the Shema, the credo, it says, now I'll read the Hebrew first, Ukshartam la'ot al yadecha v'hayu l'totafot beineinecha. It says, bind them as a sign upon your arm and let them be tefillin between your eyes. When you bind the tefillin strap on your arm, on your hand, and on your arm, 7 turns, you see a sheen, you see a dalet, you see letters bound on your hand, and you place the upper tefillin on your forehead, that is a representation that you're supposed to be seeing the same letters in your mind. In fact, R.A. Kaplan, in the new Sefer Yetzirah book that's out, is very clear about that. He says on page 27, the only link between nonverbal wisdom, Chachma, inside, and verbal understanding, outside, verbal projection outside, consists of the letters of the alphabet. And that's what we've found. So we believe, and I don't want to go into the details here, that the teachings in Judaism of binding the tefillin, the phylacteries on your hand and on your arm and on your heart and having it appear on your mind's eye is part of this same system of projecting and using the alphabet for fundamental meditations. I would suggest people study the Rashi Nachmanides letters. We are going to attempt to make these models available later this year. I know we've said that before, but this time we think we're going to do it. Then you'll be able to practice them. And then we'll get some feedback and we'll find out what's right and what's not right and what works and what doesn't work. Now, you can leave the presentation now and just look at the motions. Obviously, a person with better abilities to dance could present it better than I could. We think this is a kind of Tai Chi-like motion. It should be smooth. My motions haven't been as smooth as possible, and I know you can't really see them all that well, but it gives you some idea. The key finding is that the gestures, the natural meaning of the gesture, is consistent with the meaning of the letter. And the sequence of gestures as you go through the alphabet are reasonably smooth, so that this is an unfurling principle. It goes around the spine, which is interesting. There probably are other ways to see the letters behind the body. There may be alternative paths. This is worth examining. If we can learn the letters in order and how to go from one to the other, then it's possible that we can recover the meditations recorded in the texts.